Okay. All right. Do you ever just want to have your life feeling like Golden Brown by the Stranglers? Or like you're in a Dracula edit to Caribbean Blue by Enya? Me too. This is technically an art channel, but like, listen, I'm a full time illustrator, but in just about any spare time that I have, I also knit. I've actually just finished this jumper and I'm ready for my next project. So here's the plans. I found this antique embroidery pattern on Pinterest of this really cool dragon that I want to put on the front of a sweater. I've mathed it all out. I'm trying some new things. I want to just do a rolled edge for this one. I would also love to do a rolled collar, and then if I'm feeling really brave, then I might end the sleeves in some picot edges because I think that could be fun and like a little bit medievally jestery. Could be really cool. This is our yarn. This is just Bendigo Woolen Mills classic 8-ply. I have also already started. We literally just have a worm. But we're gonna learn some new things in this one, and I'm really excited. My friend Inika is about to come around and we're catching up on Maths Australia, so it's a perfect time for knitting. That's what I'm saying. Hi. We have color work. We've got some feet and the start of his curly tail. Look at that. You might have noticed this situation. I I feel a little silly. I've always seen people doing duplicate stitch to put something on the front of their jumpers, and I'm like, that's cool, but like, this dragon is huge, and like, I can't be bothered. I'll just like knit it in the round and do the color work in it. If you knit, you know where this is going. When you do color work in knitting, okay, look, when you do color work in knitting, the idea is generally that you carry your yarn back and forth and back and forth. Hang on, let me get my chart. I printed out my chart because I'm a 90-year-old woman. Generally, you want to go back and forth because then the yarn, the color that you're using to make your design, comes with. When you do it in the round, it doesn't come with. I don't think that made any sense, but if you know, you know. And I just did not consider this whatsoever. I just did not think of it. In my defense, this is my first stranded color work in knitting. I've previously done some intarsia to do like patchwork. And I've also done color work in double knitting when I made this scarf for my sister-in-law. So I just like was not was not considering this at all. But I'm not frogging this. But I'm allergic to frogging. So what I've been doing instead is basically when I get to my color work, I go around, and when I get to my color work, I attach a whole new strand of my new color, the straw color in this case, and then cut it at the end of the chart. Go around again, start a new one. And hey, it's working. It's working just fine. But as you can see, it means this situation.
And listen, it just means we'll have more ends to weave in, which is fine, because I am going to keep going and then I'm going to split at the armpit to do the sleeves anyway, and then it will be regular back and forth stranded color work. So that's my bad, and I'm probably making this like 5 times harder on myself than I need to. But I'm stubborn about this. So, but other than that, gigantic design flaw, it's going really great. Like I said, I've printed out my chart, and I've just been working through that. And yeah, lots to go, but I'm really excited about the fact that, yeah, you can already see it coming together. You could see his little tootsies, his little feet. This is a project that's just for me and just to learn and experiment with, so, you know, if it's not very optimal, I don't mind. It's about the joy of making it. So I'm sorry if you are a knitter and that's really what I've done is really painful. I'm so sorry. I'm going to continue along with the color work in between working on commissions today. I guess I'll just like get back to it. Oh, and then the other change I've had to make in my initial numbers just hadn't accounted for how much it was going to roll. I added about 2 extra inches on the bottom there so that it could have some space to roll. All right, wow. Let's continue this very inefficient process. All right, let's continue. All right.
Is this lighting a bit like unhinged or is this okay? Apologies for the life of me, I can't find my microphone right now. And I need to film this quickly because I need to go finish baking a cake for my friend's birthday. So I think it's been a couple weeks since I last touched base. So I've been going in the round and then I split at the sleeves, and then I did the front and the back panel separate, and I have gone ahead and finished that back panel and also sewed the shoulders together along there. I'm very pleased with how our dragon slash wyvern came out. Shall we? Here, I'll do quick try on. Okay. So this is what we're working with so far. Pretty good. I definitely am hoping in blocking to get a little more, just a little more length, something closer to that maybe. I'm going to be doing a rolled collar, that'll be next. I think I did cut off, I think, a bit early for what I want for the sleeves. I kind of miscalculated. I like calculated the distance between like here and here to make sure our dragon was centered, but I didn't really account for then the, obviously like the shoulder pieces in terms of stitch count for how wide the sleeve's going to be. And I want the sleeves to be relatively straight to kind of have also then a slight kind of bell sleeve, but it's not going to go out, so I don't know if you would call it a bell sleeve. Basically a straight sleeve, so it'll be nice and flouncy at the ends, but I don't want them to be too big at the ends, and I don't necessarily want too many decreases visually either. So I think what I'll be doing is just sewing up a little bit, so there'll be a tiny bit of a seam on the armpit, but that's all right. I'm going to be doing the collar next. I just need to check. I think I'll be going down a needle size. I've never done just a rolled collar before. I always do ribbed collars, which obviously you do go down a needle size for. So I'm assuming maybe it's the same thing, but haven't done it before.
Hello and welcome to my garden. It's apparently meant to rain all week this week, so I'm trying to get as much sunshine in as I can this morning. I'm reporting to you from my garden, but I am also reporting to you from Sleeve Island. I actually like doing sleeves. I find sleeves really relaxing, so that's that's okay. But ta-da! Ooh, ta-da! There's a ton of bugs right in front of the camera. Go on, get. All right, well, the bugs are joining us, I guess. I've been knitting away. We're about halfway through our sleeve now, I think. Oh, maybe a little less. Yeah, I've done 3 of my 6 decreases that I have planned. And the collar, it just, you know, when I block it, I will just stretch it out a little bit because the fact I did it with 3mm. The fact I downsized my needle by one size from 4mm to 3mm is really doing its work right now, so it's a little bit scrunchied. I also went to the bus depot markets yesterday. They were having like a yarn themed weekend, so I went and got a couple of goodies. I was trying to be very good and not get any yarn because I'm trying to down my stash or buy with a specific project in mind and not just because. I got these little scissor stitch markers, which I've already opened and I've already started using because they're way cuter than my current stitch markers. And then speaking of stitch markers, I also got these little shrimp ones. They're so cute. Ceramic buttons, little acorns, they're little maple buttons. And then completely unrelated from any yarn, I got this mushroom soup mug. I'm just doing a little bit of decreasing, but not much because I want it to be a relatively straight sleeve. And my friend B has kindly sent me some resources on how to do picot edging for when I reach the end of my sleeve, but we are not quite there yet. So we're gonna just knit for now.
She's finished. I'm very pleased with it. I'm so excited. The fit of it, especially the sleeves, came out just how I wanted. The sleeves are honestly probably my favorite part. The dragon came out great. I'm really pleased with the neckline. I learnt a lot during this process. Main one being you can't do stranded color work in the round. It's just not how it works. If you're going to, you need to duplicate stitch. So I am going to be making a matching jumper, the red with the dragon, for my husband. And you bet your bottom dollar I'm going to be doing that in panels. Having all those floats to weave in honestly wasn't nearly as bad as I thought. It didn't take me that long to make sure they were in all securely, because that was obviously my main concern with this, was making sure that structurally the jumper was still sound and it wasn't gonna like unravel itself, because I had so much like attaching and reattaching going on. When I lift up my arms, you can see some of the quart floats that I kind of weaved in as I was going, but Maybe I'll fix that one day, but honestly, like I said, you can really only see it if I'm like lifting my arms right up. So, Our dragon wyvern friend also just has a little bit of lumpiness, mostly at the bottom, which is where I started, and I just haven't gotten my tension right yet. But overall, very pleased. And we are one step closer to having my life feel like Caribbean Blue by Enya or Golden Brown by the Stranglers, slowed and reverbed. Is that too specific? I don't know. So this was a bit of an experimental video, but I hope you liked it. I had a lot of fun making it, just like I have a lot of fun making my jumper. I absolutely love to illustrate and I love to watercolor paint, but I also really love to knit and a lot of other little crafty things, but knitting at the moment is definitely fully in orbit. Thank you so much for joining me, and yeah, thank you so much for joining me.